Hello everyone. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is it clear? Let me know please. How are you all? Hi Daz and Kim. Hi Horse. Hi Derek. Yeah, let me know if it's clear enough. My internet is doing okay. Pretty close to full signal, my internet. Skid, hello. I've got this screen, this display now on my GoPro. I have to stop looking at this display and look at you guys. But that screen's about to die, and I've got a torch on it as well. That's about to die as well, so good planning as always. I never really planned to do this a live stream. If I have a bit of a, if I'm bored or if I have a spare hour or so. It's a bit dark. What about my face? Because I have a light on my face. Is that dark? So, sell or rebuild? What's wrong with the iveco, says Horst. Hi Toasty. Helen and Jeff, hi. Are you going to rebuild your van or get a new one? Lara Weller, hi. How you doing? Paul, hello. Hi Woollycods. Yeah, so this is something I've been thinking about for a long time. What to do with the van, because I show a lot of people this van at meets or whatever campsite I'm on. I've just been away, and so many people recognised me and came and wanted to see the van, and there's so many parts of it that I'm just not. I'm a bit embarrassed by it now. It's not. I think I've got better at building, and my knowledge has grown a little bit more on vans, so I can do better. And I would like to have a van that I'm proud to showcase, but this currently isn't it. I know it's not finished, and there's... Anyway, this has been my quandary over the last few months, whether to sell it and buy a newer shape van and start it completely from scratch, or rebuild, or strip this one out, keep this one and strip it out and rebuild, or just carry on as I am and just sort of tidy up and finish it. And anyway, so that's what I've been pondering for the last couple of months. Sounds okay, looks okay, a bit dark but definitely watchable. Well, let me see if I can make this... Oh, flip! I've just made this light brighter, but that's blinding. Oh, that's blinding. Tell me if that's too bright. Cough. That's really, really bright. I gotta wait to see the preview of it on here. It's just about 30 seconds delay. I'll see what my face looks like. Okay, that's not... Is that a bit better? All good, all good. Oh wow. If it works, then that'll be a change for my live streams to work. Toasty said, I'd get as much money for it as you can, Luke. Hi, Anfield. Love your van, Luke. Thank you, Woollycods. Hey, Van McCool. Will be good content either way. Yeah, I mean, it's another playlist, isn't it? Another rebuild video. But I think I have finally decided what I'm doing, but... Anyway, just got back from a trip. Just got back from a very cool 2 weeks away in the van. The next time, begin with the inside of the sliding door. Yeah. You're not wrong, Horst. Doing the doors, the inside of doors, is just my worst job. So yeah, that would be a good thing to start on. And then you're right, it's done. Why do you want to rebuild it? Well, This happened when I did the first conversion in this van. If you haven't seen it, there is the whole playlist of the first conversion I did in this van, and it's laughable. I knew nothing at all about converting a van. Nothing about insulation and vapor barriers and electrics. I knew nothing, and it's just, it's cringy and awful and laughable, and I've always thought about deleting it because it shows my lack of knowledge at the time. But I think if people watch those videos and see the date at which it was released, they might know that it was a while back. So anyway, since I built that conversion really quickly, and then even before I'd finished that conversion, I was seeing such beautiful conversions on Instagram and YouTube, and I was looking back at my van thinking, oh, it's really embarrassing. So yeah, 6 months to build a van, 3 weeks away in it to Spain. These are all playlists on my channel if you haven't watched them. And then came straight back from that holiday and stripped it completely out and started again. And then I was able to build a much nicer, I mean, it's not, I'm still not happy with it now, but it's a much nicer van than what it was. And now the same sort of thing has happened. There are things that I wish I'd done properly in this conversion. I'd still, even though I did a lot better job with the insulation, I didn't do any sound deadening. I think the vapor barriers I did was pretty good, but I use a lot of heavy materials and I wish I hadn't done that. So I'd learned a lot since doing this build that I think could go into making an even better van that I could be more proud of. So yeah, lots of discussions with my wife about it. I think we may have come to a decision on our recent trip. We just had a couple of weeks away. The layout is perfect. I think I really like this layout. I really like the layout because wherever you are, whether you're standing at the kitchen or sitting on this sofa or sitting on the swivel seat, you're by the windows, you're looking out at the sliding door. There are lots of things I would change, but I do like the layout of this. So I'll let you know my decision in a minute, but yeah, so yeah, it's to be honest, I would miss this van. Yeah. Alright, could I request a lower bed, says my wife. Yeah, the bed is pretty high, and the bed is that high because of a large garage space that I wanted below it. I mean, I find it fine. Getting out of bed, you have to kind of crook your neck a little bit, and you can't fully sit upright. You can kind of lay back on pillows back there and read and sit on your laptop or something, but it is a bit awkward, a little bit too high. So yes, Becca, I will build a lower bed if I keep this van. Toasty said, I'm glad I went with the 3-inch foam from your video. I slept in it last night and it was amazing. Oh good, I'm glad you like that foam. I really like it. Yeah, I've got it in here for the sofa and the bed, and I've also got it in the Ducato that I'm building at home as well. So I really like the foam. It is a firm foam, isn't it? It's a high density, but I think there's a discount code if anyone needs foam for their builds. Don't delete the video, says Horse. It's part of your path to now. Yeah, that's why I left the old videos on there. I think it's I still go back and watch some of the old videos now and then, because now and then you'll get a comment on a really old video, and it'll be, so you sort of click on the comment and it sometimes pops up the video, so you kind of get stuck watching the old videos, and it's quite interesting to see how I did things back then, or previous van trips. I love watching those actually, because all the videos that I've made of all of our trips, they're just forever saved on YouTube, so it's like a diary kind of thing, and you can look back and remember what a good time you had. So yeah, I do like the old videos, but they are cringy. Helen and Jeff, hi, we are going to Pooley Bridge at the lakes tomorrow. Never been before, so should be interesting. Well, that's very interesting. Well, we've just got back from a 2-week trip with my whole family. I don't know if, for those that don't know, my parents have a camper van and my grandparents have a camper van, and throughout the years we've done trips all together in a convoy. I think we started in 2017, we did Spain, but since 2019 we've done 2019 we did Scotland. That was a 4-week trip around Scotland, which is amazing. And we've done weekends in between, but yeah, the big trips that I've put onto YouTube, we've done all of Cornwall, we've done all of Wales, we've done Peaks, all of UK pretty much. We've been everywhere, not everywhere, but all the major beauty spots and tourist attraction type things. But we just done yeah, 2-week trip. The first week was in the Lake District, and the second week was Dorset. Both places that we've been before and places that I've documented on my YouTube channel before. But the first week it was my wife and I in my van. Yeah, my parents and sister in their van and my grandparents in their van. And then the second week I dropped my wife off home, picked up my daughter, and then we went to Dorset. And we spent a week there, which was really nice. But yeah, the Lake District is incredible. I have already made a video of the Lake District, but I may put a video together for all the stuff I filmed for this trip, but it's incredible. The Lake District is just stunning. And we tackled a very dangerous road this time. It's the Rhinos and the Hard Knot Pass, all on the same road, but they are one of the steepest hills in the UK. It's in the top 5. I can't remember what number it is, but it's crazy steep, no barriers, hairpin bends and sheer drops. It's scary, but yeah, we did it, and we had an amazing time in the Lake District. Pebbles, and you're having a new baby, of course, you need to reconstruct, start again. Yeah, the baby's due in October, so we're like 9 weeks away. We've got nowhere for a baby to sleep right now. Just chuck it in a cupboard, couldn't I? Would you make it brighter inside, or would you still stick with dark wood? I like having the wood. It's not dark wood in here. There are patches where I've burnt it to make it look a bit darker, but when I first put it in, it was really bright, like almost white wood, and it yellows with age. And then after a while, when it got to a certain colour I liked, I put some lacquer all over it, or was it varnish, to kind of preserve it the colour that it is now. It's not as dark as it may seem on the camera, but I like the wood. I know it looks like a sauna, but to me it's warm and cozy, and it feels more natural. So yeah, I'd probably do wood again, but just different. Van life, wonderful van life. Never understood why people put the shower where you are sitting. Ours is the same layout as yours, and it's brilliant. Yeah, I don't. I mean, a lot of people think that's a shower behind me, but it's not. It's just a wardrobe. I could make it a bit wider towards me a bit and have a shower toilet there. That was the original plan, I think. But I haven't built a shower or a separate toilet in a van yet. And I think I would like to have a bit of privacy for my wife and I using the old toilet. Van or narrowboat? No, I don't know anything about narrowboats. So, and you're quite restricted, aren't you, with narrowboats? Alright, Damaged Goods, how you doing? Cozy to Van Life UK. I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Toasty. When I met your nan, she said to me, "Did you see when I dived into the cold water and show up all the boys?" I enjoyed drinking a bottle of cava with your nan. Tell her hi. Thank you, Tasty. I will. Yeah, that was great. When my nan, is referring to Scotland, the Scotland playlist, where we went into the spring. It was a waterfall. We went and jumped in a little lake, or had a bit of a quick dip in the waterfalls, but it was too cold. Yeah, my granny did show me up. Evening, Bruce. How are you? So what's everybody been up to? It's not the greatest of weather we've had, is it? Had a couple of nice days last week. This is my dessert, chocolate raisins. Mmm. Got washing up in the sink that you can see. Didn't tidy up before this live stream. It's always so impromptu. I'm good, thanks, Luke. You going to the Overland show in September? Be great to meet you. I have my tickets. I will be there. I'll be in the camp creator section. So yeah, I'll be there. My van will be there on the show for people to have a look at. So yeah, I love those. I love meeting everybody. So yeah, please come and say hello, and it'd be nice to meet you. Bruce, did I get that? Oh, where has he gone? Did I get that iveco camper I sent you on Instagram? What was that? Remind me of that, Bruce. I'm sure I remember getting a message. What was that, mate? So sorry. I get a lot of messages, and I quite often forget to get back to everybody. Toasty. So I'm guessing you won't be at the October the 1st meet. That's the South Central meet, yeah? That depends. My wife is probably going to want me around by then. She's going to be pretty pregnant by then. I want to be there because, you know, I like helping out, organising it and running it with Darren and the boys, but it depends. If my wife wants me home, I'll stay home. If she wants me out of the house and out of her way, then yeah, I'd like to go, but we'll see. Roger Rabbit, hello. Damaged goods. Bought myself 2 370 watt solar panels. Should be enough to charge a phone. It might do your phone. Why so much solar? How much power do people need? I don't get it. I have more than enough power in this van. I've only got 300 watts in this. I put 350 of watts on the Ducato, but yeah, I would say I could live absolutely full time on 350 watts of solar. That's running a compressor fridge 24/7. Internet's on all the time. Occasional film on the TV. What else am I running? Lights, charging things. Yeah, I could live on less solar than a lot of people put on. Luke, so what's made you want to rebuild, and where are you going to start? Right, yeah, so the options were sell the van as it is, not quite finished. Currently, obviously, it's a boom right now, so I could get probably a nice offer for this van. What I don't like about it is it's not finished, and bits that are finished, it's just a bit rough around the edges, and the outside of the van is what I'm most ashamed of. It's really banged up. It's a real workhorse, this thing. So it wasn't particularly looked after well before me. So there's lots of dinks and dents and little surfaced rust spots all over the bodywork, and it just needs a fresh coat of paint. If it just had a fresh coat of paint, I would be a lot more happy with it. But it's quite embarrassing, the way it is. I've lost my train of thought. I was just going to say something else. What was the question? So that was one of the options, was to sell it now, because I can get probably a decent bit of money on it. Because the electrical system's quite nice in here. It's okay. I've got very nice batteries and decent battery chargers and things. So I could have got a few shiny pennies for it, and then bought a slightly newer iveco, completely empty, and start again. And that would take me a few years, building bit by bit, as and when I've got the money and time to build a conversion that hopefully I'd be happy with. So that was one option. Another option was to strip this van completely out. Completely strip it all out to a bare shell of a van again. And start from scratch. Which, I do like the sound of that. But then... I like the layout of this. And it would be a shame to see all that time go to waste. So then there's option 3, which is tart up the outside, fill in holes, get rid of rust, fresh coat of paint all on the outside, and then just carry on with this build. Get it finished, spend some time on it, get a couple of max fans in the ceiling, a hatch and a roof deck, and yeah, like I say, just finish this van. Because I do like the layout. And another point that somebody made on my last live stream when I was questioning what to do, somebody said, better the devil you know. So this engine, this van, I trust it to just go anywhere. Touch wood, it's so good. We've had all the belts have been changed, the clutch has been done, you know, it's good to go. I just put my foot down and I trust it to go anywhere. If I want to go to drive to Croatia, start driving to Croatia tomorrow, I trust it. So even though it's a bit of a dog on the outside, yeah, I trust it, and I wouldn't get that for a long time. Build that trust up on a new van. So perhaps, even though this van's done 240,000 miles, perhaps I should just keep it and just tart it up so I am a bit more happy with it. Maybe change a few bits around. I mean, the kitchen never got finished. I never got a kitchen worktop. I'm now busy with working on other people's vans for them, or building my Ducato at home. So, I have made a decision which one of those things I'm going to go for. But the most important thing for my wife and I right now is to finish that blimmin' Ducato. It's taken me too long. I've dilly-dallied, and I just really need to finish the other one at home. So that's only really got maybe a week's work in it if I have found the time to do it, and then sell it. And then we can focus on this van perhaps if we're keeping this, or, you know, the next van if we sell this. Where are we at with the comments? Chocolate raisins are great. You're right, Bruce. They're very nice. I haven't seen that. Connor said, has anyone seen Dan and Abby's build? No, I haven't yet. I will have a look at that. I've heard about them. Helen and Jeff on the road have been doing work on their Talbot Express. There's always work to do on that van. Yeah, I quite like them old vans. They're cool. They're cool. Cozy's got 600 watts of solar. Why? What do you need to power? Bruce is going to be running iMac 27, so he has 540 watts and 540 amp hour lithium. Just finally added the 2000 watt inverter. I think it's not a competition, guys. Van Life Honda has a compressor fridge, separate 50 litre freezer. Nice. We only have 320 watts of solar. Would love a bit more, but with the placement of the max fan and 2 skylights, we have no more room. Hello, Kerry. Are you going to get the facelift iveco you've longed for? Well, that is I just love the new, not the facelift of this version, but the brand new shape iveco. I think it's beautiful. I think it's so stunning. And get the 5 or 7 ton one with the rear end is so jacked up, and the twin wheels, and it just looks immense. I'd love to get it. And I saw one. It was advertised for 20 grand, and then it came down to 18 grand, and it was a pearlescent blue. I've got it on my phone saved somewhere, but beautiful van. But yeah, a lot of money. Roger Rabbit says, isn't rough around the edges exterior a bit of a bonus? If you were parked next to a few vans, they'll pass you by for the next one. Possibly, and that's another point towards keeping this van, because we've just done the Lake District and we've just done well, the Yorkshire Dales and all sorts, and I throw this van around. I chuck it through hedges and bushes and tight roads, and wheel spin it up mountain hairpin bends, and you know, I thrash this van around. It is a workhorse. I work out of the back of it. Well, I used to before the pressure washing slid up a bit. So it's been a real workhorse for me, and I don't mind taking it anywhere and like treating it a bit mean, you know. So if I bought a nice shiny van, which is what I would love, I'd be too precious about it. I wouldn't want to do all the adventures, half the adventures that I go on. Horse says the third option sounds best. Consider that your family will take up some time in your days, the next years. Keep it low maintenance. Carrie says she really wants that Ducato. I hope it won't be out of my price range though, because I really love it. It's going to make a really nice little home for someone. But unfortunately, Kerry, it's going to be as much as we can get for it, because, well, firstly, I'm broke, I need the money, and secondly, there is a boom right now, isn't there? So I don't want to try and capitalise on everybody's desire to have a camper van, but you know, we need to make a living as well, and it's taken me a long time to build it. And I believe we put in very good electrical system, and it's ready to go, as far as I'm concerned, full-time off-grid living. I haven't shown you yet, or have I? Yeah, I've got the fridge is in now, the Dometic CRX 50's in there, and it's going to have a really nice sink and hob. But yeah, it's not going to be a cheap van, but I'm hoping it's not going to be extortionate for some people. Van McCall says, keep your van, Luke. It will keep its value for a few more years. Thank you. Hi, Luke. Vans have gone through the roof. Stay with your van. No going away if you sell yours. Yeah, it will take if I sold this, it would take me a long time before I can go away, but we're not going away now till yeah, this is it. I'm always away in it now. Always away in the van. Just got back from a 2-week trip, but I think in a week or two, my wife and I are going back to Snowdonia in the van, so it will be a shame not to have the van outside the house ready to go, you know, at a moment's notice. Have you seen the latest Fiat Specs 4-wheel drive 6-speed? Looks really neat. Haven't seen that. Hello, just bought an 18 Iveco. They are cool. Lovely, aren't they? They're really nice. Only problem with over 3.5 ton, says Toasty, is that everything gets more expensive. Breakdown, cover, MOTs, maybe insurance. I thought about it, but maybe put you off. Love Cozy. Roger Rabbit says, regarding the new van, 7-ton definitely, but I'd go for an Iveco 7-ton long wheelbase Luton. Straight edge interior, better for fitting out and making use of space. Yeah, I mean, I know there's so much space in a Luton, but you couldn't get a Luton down the roads that I'd go down. I would drag my family around these roads, and obviously some of the narrow lanes, the trees are doing this. And if your van is a bit more curved, you can get through a bit easier than if you're in a square motorhome or a Luton. My parents have got a big square motorhome, and they do more damage on their van than I do. But I do have a big old rugged Rhino roof rack on top of mine, which kind of just tears up the trees and gets me through without too much damage. I don't know. I like a van rather than a Luton. It's just my preference, even though you get less space. Hi, David. Hi, Pete. Yeah, thank you. Get as much fruit as you can, Luke. You've worked really hard on it. As for your own van, keep it. Is the next meet in Staffordshire? The next meet is I'm going. Well, there's a few, but which ones can I tell you about? What meet is that in Staffordshire? Have you been eating blueberries? You look like a violet. Do I look blue? I've got like a warm light. Oh, my phone battery's dying. A warm light above me, kind of. I've turned these down. These are on dimmers. Turn these down, but I've got a brilliant white light facing me. So yeah, It probably does look like I'm a little bit funny coloured. I have to get one of the silly TikTok circular lights. I can't actually see a damn thing. That light is so bright. It's crazy bright, that. Oh, I can't actually read my phone now. Keep it, you'll regret it. Van McCall just picked up a 5-ton ex-police Sprinter and his insurance went up 300 quid. Neil says, if you're wanting to upgrade your van, wouldn't a good solution be to use the Ducato you're building in short term whilst you're building your new van? It would be, except that we need the money quite quickly for that Ducato, so it's got to go. Know that feeling, roads with trees. I always say in the head, if a car can get down, I can. Yeah, those signs that say, oh, narrow road, 6'6" width restriction. Yeah, just get down there. There's no roads that I won't tackle in my van. Toshi's going to the big picnic on Saturday. Yeah, I'm not going to that one. The meet in September, Stafford. The meet in September is in Stratford upon Avon. That's the Overland and Camper Van show again. Yeah, get your tickets. I've got a discount code. If you need a discount code, yeah, I've got one. I'm going to post it on my Instagram. Yeah, I'll try and post the discount code on my Instagram again. Just start a new one. A new van, says David. This is like watching the X Factor, says Bruce. Even when they say I've made a decision, we get an answer pretty soon after. Alright, fine, I'll tell you. Let me have a few more chocolate raisins and I'll tell you what I've decided. Sorry, it's probably rude to eat, isn't it? Rude to eat while I'm on a live stream. Right, okay. So my decision. So there was 3 options. One was to sell this, and buy another one and start again. My problem with that is the van that I would buy, the new Shape iveco, I'd be too precious about it. I wouldn't want to take it up some of the mountain passes. I wouldn't want to drag it through trees and bushes down dark, small country lanes. So yeah, I eliminated buying a nice new iveco and selling this. So then that leaves me with 2 options, which is to strip this out and start again completely from scratch, or to get this finished, tart up the outside so I'm a bit more proud of it, and maybe shuffle some things around in here. I would really love to start this whole van again. I would do things a lot differently. A lot differently. Differently? I would do things a lot different. Yeah. I use quite heavy materials in here, so I didn't even think about weight when I started the build on this one. I've got Bruce is doing the drum roll. Hi Stephen. Luke, good to see you're happy and well. I'm looking to buy a laptop for video editing. What laptop do you use and its model number if possible, please? If you want to drop me a message, because I don't know the model number, but it's a very good laptop. It's a gaming laptop. It's a fairly new purchase for me because my laptop was getting really slow. It's a Mavano, no, not Mavano, that's a van. Levano? Lenovo. Yeah, it's A Lenovo. It's a gamer's laptop, but it's really fast. Drop me a message and I'll let you know what it is. But yeah, it's very good and quick because it's a gamer's laptop. It's got quite a fast hard drive. I don't know anything about computers, to be honest with you. I can't stand the tension. This is hardly an EastEnders moment. He's going to sell the van. Look, how high up is your bed frame behind you? Yeah, it's pretty high. It's, I don't know. The base of the bed's probably here on me, and I'm 5'8", so it's, I don't know. It's that high. Bruce, Raptor paint. I'd love to do it with paint that thing in Raptor. I don't know anyone. I need help. I need help painting this van. I can't paint. I hate painting. If someone can help me with it, oh, that would be amazing. If someone's got a space and knows how to do Raptor paint or even military paint, I really need someone to help me with it. Yes, Lenovo. Cozy 2 Van, loved watching you build your van from beginning. Do you still carry your work equipment as it was your work van mainly? Yeah, I still have it all in there. I'm not doing any of the work right now. No, I'm not doing any work right now. I haven't pressure washed for a while. So yeah, I'm still carrying it all around though. Just took it all the... It's heavy as well. I took it all the way around the Lake District, all the way up those mountains. All the way around Dorset as well. Okay, Bruce, sorry. My answer, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm keeping the van. We've decided that I'm keeping it. And I am going to... I don't even think I've told my wife this answer yet. I'm not trying to delay the answer. My wife and I have discussed whether to keep or sell, and we have decided to keep. So then it was either do we strip it out or do we just finish it off? And I think I'm going to not strip it out just yet. So we've got a van to go away in, but I'm going to focus a bit of attention, time and attention and money to the outside of the van. If I get the outside of the van looking nice, and then once this is all once the Ducato has been finished and sold. Get the outside of this looking nice, and then I'll maybe just try and finish in here. I think that's what the plan is going to be. I'm going to completely take the kitchen apart and do the kitchen a lot nicer. Finish the kitchen. I'm getting rid of this cheap Smev cooker and sink thing, because that's just cheap. I don't like that. I mean, I know people have it. I bought that for the first conversion, and yeah, I want something a bit different, a bit bigger and better. As I've got a 6-foot long kitchen, I could even try and get the hob and the oven thing. You know that? Is it Dometic? The hob and oven thing. So yeah, I'd rebuild, strip the kitchen, take the kitchen apart and do the sliding door finally, and just, yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to try and do. But I need to get the outside done first. So if anybody knows of a space, or if anyone's got any experience or expertise in painting it, even if it means a few of us meet up somewhere and just grab a roller and start rollering the van, I would really like a help. And obviously I'm happy to pay. I'm happy to supply barbecues, food and beers if anyone just wants to have a weekend in a field somewhere. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Harley, do you have a roof vent? Or how is your portholes for ventilation? Well, the portholes don't go through to the outside yet, so that's something else I need to finally finish. Somebody very kindly brought to the South Central meet something they'd 3D printed for me. And they have made two of these for me, which looks like a top hat, but these are actually the outside pieces that are going to go onto the outside of my van, and marry up with the inside of these portholes, because I wanted the portholes to open from the inside, not the outside, you know. So yeah, someone very kindly 3D printed 2 of these for me. So yeah, that will be involved, that will be included in the revamping of this van and sort of muddling through. Roof ventilation. Well, I have just received a Max fan from Leisure Vehicle Services. So that is going to go here, because I've got a real cheap, like £40, 40 by 400 by 400 vent skylight, if you like, if that's what it is. And it does nothing in the way of getting any ventilation out, and I don't actually open it ever. It's just a place for spiders to catch flies in. That's all it is right now. So yeah, I've got a Max fan going in there. I would like a hatch, and I'd like another Max fan at the back, or at least a vented thing as well, so I can draw air in both directions, and a hatch. So yeah, I think that's the plan. I think that's what we're going to try and do. Bruce says it's the right decision. I love the look of this van. The fact that I've got it's quite rugged now. It's quite jacked up. It's not high, but it's, you know, chunky tires, and the roof rack, and the side mounted ladder, and the jerry cans on the back, and the bonnet bars, and the light bars on the front. It looks quite a cool van, other than the fact of all the dinks, dents and rust spots. It's all like surface rust. It's not like crazy. And there was a leak in the roof. Someone walked on the roof before previous owners, so occasionally I get a leak, so that needs to be fixed. So yeah, there's a lot of little bits to do all over this van. I can't actually see my comments as soon as I look at that light. If you do make more changes on the inside, consider lowering the bed. You are no longer into pressure washing business. Yeah, that's true. And that wouldn't be too difficult. It might be a big job. It might be a big job to lower the bed, but yeah, it will definitely be something I do. Yeah, yeah. I think we'll be able to do that. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, the most important thing to me right now, believe it or not, is the aesthetics of the outside. Everything works in here. You know, we can go away in it as long as we want. I just want to feel proud of the van that I'm driving around in, and not be embarrassed when I'm showing people around it, you know. Bruce says Neil is a great Raptor specialist. Neil, where are you? Where's Neil? Who's Neil? Is he here? How much would it cost to wrap the van? Oh, I'm never going to get a van wrapped again. I had a van wrapped. Probably it was just a bad job, but I had a Mercedes Vito. It was a much smaller van. It was a work van. I had that wrapped, and when I picked it up, it did look stunning. It did. It was black. It was a white van. I had it wrapped black, but it had a real sparkle, a real like glittery sparkle in the black. If you looked closely at it, it was beautiful, but it just didn't last at all. It just didn't last. It kept peeling off. It kept bubbling. Yeah, it's just too big a van, and I'm not interested in wrapping. Phone going dead. Take care, Luke. Oh, bye, buddy. Bruce says, I'd be happy to help. I want to paint mine too, so we could do 2 vans. Yes, we could help each other out. I've talked about getting planning a whole painting weekend, or you know, go to a campsite or a field for a few days, and we'll just help each other paint vans, because I really want to do that. I need to get this paint done, but... hi from Cornwall. Hi, Raj. Have you thought about asking Richard beyond the van to paint your van? Just a thought for you. Yeah, I spoke to him, well, probably a year or 2 ago. I got a quote from him to do the van. Yeah, I didn't have the money then. I still don't have the money now to pay someone to do the whole thing properly. But I could drop him another message. Maybe he didn't... yeah, maybe I could drop him another message. I haven't spoken to him for a little bit. Iveco Davey wants to paint his van as well. Darren's grouping people into groups now for what work people are doing on their vans. I'd be up for repainting mine and help with yours. Thanks, Toasty. I mean, possibly, yeah, possibly if I go to the October meet, possibly then I could do some painting. Because we got the barn. We have access to the barn there now. So we could put a few vans in the barn for anyone that's doing painting or skylights or window installs or stuff like that if it is raining. Hi, Mike. What about keeping the bed the same height and build another bunk underneath for the new baby? You could do. The baby's only small. I was thinking about. I've got a large cupboard above the cab here. I was thinking about making a cot up there. It's huge, so I'll get rid of the door, get rid of this wall, and just make it all look pretty in there, and have some kind of bars so the baby wouldn't roll over or fall out. Not like a baby can roll anyway for ages, but it's a huge bed. It could be a nice bed up there for a baby or a child. It is a big old space. But anyway, how long have I done this? Been on here for? I can't see anything. I'm just going to blind you for a minute so I can see my... Alright. I'm going to stay on for another 10 minutes, guys, and then I'm going to go. A few more chalky raisins, I think. So I haven't made any videos for ages. You've probably seen, I've been given lots of torches over the last few months, and so they're the only things I've made. I haven't done any work on the Ducato for ages. I've been on holiday for 2 weeks. I've been building, installing loads of electrical systems for people and solar panels and heaters, and I just haven't touched my Ducato, so I haven't filmed anything for ages. I did film the Lake District and Dorset trip I've just done, but I only filmed really me talking to the camera. I didn't really film much scenery, only really the spots that we stayed in, so I don't think it's going to be that interesting a video. I had all these ideas for planning these shots, get my wife to drive the van while I fly the drone besides all 3 of our vans in convoy, getting all these nice beautiful shots and filming the vans drive by and setting up GoPros on the... I've done all that before, and I just didn't do any of that on this trip, so I just don't even know if it's a video worth making. I may just make it and leave it as unlisted on my channel, so I've got that as a bit of a diary and for the family to watch, but I don't know if people will be interested in seeing that. But it was quite a nice trip. My wife and I went up a few days before everybody else, and we spent one night in the Peak District and 1 or 2 nights in the Yorkshire Dales. Oh, the Yorkshire Dales are amazing. They're beautiful. I love it there. Found some nice spots to stay there as well. And then we met my family on the outside of the Lake District, and we did all of the Lake District. I took my family to all the spots that my wife and I found last time we were there. And there's beautiful spots to stay. Really nice. By the way, I've given up sharing, at least for now, sharing all these nice park-ups that I find, because I know most of you are just like me. Most of you are decent people, but the odd person might see my videos saying, oh yeah, come to this spot, it's great, and then they will trash the place, litter, and I don't want to be responsible for for that kind of thing. So for now I'm just going to hold off on telling people my exact park ups, which is really sad, but most of them are on Park for Night anyway, so you could all find them. Do you know if it's going to be a boy or a girl? No, we didn't find out the sex of the baby, so that'll be a nice surprise for us in about 9 weeks. I think it's 9 weeks on Tuesday. Add a hammock for the baby. Could do. Bruce says, I think you've made the right decision. Thank you, Bruce. I think also with the baby coming, and we've just moved house as well, so this is another reason why I haven't made many videos. We've been moving house, buying baby stuff, shopping for baby stuff. Tomorrow we're about to start painting our new place. My wife wants to paint every room in the house, so we've got that. I'm trying to buy a big shed and build a workshop so I can build vans a lot easier. A massive shed I want to build or buy. There's just loads going on in my life at the minute, so yes, my videos have just been really, well, there haven't been any videos. Connor says, don't forget the thumbs up, guys. Thanks, Connor. I would rebuild because you know what you have. If you buy a new one, you take on a load of problems. That's it. That's it. I know the only thing wrong with this van, I wouldn't say it's wrong. Well, actually, on the trip just gone, currently I've got a hanging my anti-roll bar thing at the back. I noticed it on my, because I went up this crazy mountain pass. The hangers that hold the sort of anti-roll bar thing, they completely snapped because of all the crazy bumps and driving I did with it. So that was hanging at one point. So that's currently zip tied up, but that's not an expensive job. That's a nice quick one. But other than that, the exhaust is a bit smoky. So I don't know if that's an injector problem or something a bit more serious. But other than that, I trust this van. I really do. I could drive it anywhere. Touch wood. It's you know, I think it's the right decision to keep it. Our Wild Horizons on YouTube just painted their van for less than 200 quid. I wouldn't put a baby up there. It can get very hot. They can't regulate the temperature like we can. Well, yeah, I had an idea for fans. Put fans up there and, you know, temperature sensing fans. Because I've got, in my electrics cupboard, I've got fans that come on at whatever temperature you set it at. So when the bit builds up temperature, the fans come on, sucks air in from one side and blows out, right? So I was going to set all that up in the little baby area with a little temperature thing. So if it got too hot, I could suck some, you know, pull some air from somewhere. And anyway, that's, we'll see. Right, yeah, I'm going to be going in a minute, guys. Horse. I can't remember seeing Becca drive the van. No, she's only driven it once and for only a few meters, and that was enough to make me nervous. Not because she's a bad driver, just because I've never let anybody drive my van. I would miss this van so much. It means so much to me. CJ good at painting. He painted amber. You could ask CJ to paint your van. CJ is good. He's a very handy guy. New baby, new house, and new van would be too much. I think you're right, Horst. Hi, Bex. How are you? I'm about to leave, unfortunately, Bex. Got my brother messaging me from New Zealand right now. I think he wants to play a game or something, so I'm going to try and see if I can do that with him now. But anyway, there you go. You have my decision. That's what I'm doing with the van. So, if anyone can send me links or send my information to somebody who can help me tart up the outside of my van, it needs to be, well, I need to strip everything off. I need to have a space where I can take the ladders off, the roof racks off, the ladder on the side, strip the whole thing. The whole roof rack's got to come down, and it's just a mission, and I've got no space to do that at mine. So yeah, if anyone can help me out, recommend me people that would help me paint, or you know what I mean, just send me some information. Please help me. Gotta say, I like your lives. Good community and interaction. Thank you. Cheers, Toasty. Thank you everyone for coming on. It's always really nice chatting to you all. It's usually a real positive place and good bunch of people. You're good eggs, all of you. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm just painting tomorrow and tarting up the new house and start prepping for the baby arrival. Where are you, Luke? I'm southeast. I'm sort of between Gatwick and Brighton. That's where I am. Alright everyone, drop me a message if you want. Have a private chats, that's fine. I'm messaging people all the time, so I'm happy to talk all things vans. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Alright, thanks again.